For NOLA.com, and Thomas McHugh and Jarrett Rose at Madison Prep with Troy James, one of the rising 2017 guys that's starting to get some college attention. Everybody was talking about Malcolm for a long time, and then those other guys, the grade above y'all, started to pick up some steam. But even before their signing day, Bryan Jones starts picking up some offers. You get the Jackson State offer. And what has it been like to see y'all start to get some of those opportunities and start to hear from some of those colleges, knowing that y'all still have so much time left to still build on and whatnot?
Well, it's a great experience because being behind Malcolm, he opened the door for a lot of us, for Bryan, me, Donnell Wallace, all of us. By us being so young and so inexperienced, they have brought us a long way to help us be ready. So now I feel like all of us are ready. So by us being ready, we can do a lot of stuff, good things next year.
What have been some of the biggest things you've learned? I mean, you've been over here, you've seen guys, both Malcolm and then with football, as well as some of the guys ahead of you with basketball, all get those opportunities. When you look at kind of your outlook on things, whether for the high school teams you're a part of or in terms of the future, what it was like 2 years ago, whatever, versus where it is now, what's like the biggest difference in the way you see things?
The biggest difference where I see things is our growth. 2 years ago, my freshman year, we weren't that good, and everybody wanted to play us because everybody knew they could beat us then. But once we started to come together, like Coach Rose said, follow up the process, we started to win, we started beating teams, and people started running away from us then. And by me seeing Malcolm, Triplet, all of them on signing day, it made me feel great. And Brandon, all of them going to the next level, made me feel like I can build up to next year. It's my turn. And they all handed down to me and opened the door so we can be next in line.
You started hearing from some schools, some notable schools that have been around, and then Jackson State is your first offer. What was it like, I guess, the day that you get the Jackson State offer? Was that a pretty exciting deal to know the first one had come?
Well, actually, when I got the Jackson State offer, I was at home, and it was 9 o'clock at night. He had told me call him. I had to call him, and he announced it over the phone to me and told me that they were gonna give me a full offer. It was an exciting moment because I was in the room with my mom, my dad, and my little brother, and everybody was excited for me. But I really excited because I know I still have work to be done. Because just like they gave me that offer, they can take it back. So work doesn't stop now. I gotta keep on. I gotta keep progressing because even though I had an offer, a lot of other people getting offers. So I just don't want that to be my only offer. I want more offers. But I'm just keep making progress.
And Kansas State was one of the other big ones that had been paying attention to you and Bryan, and they've offered Bryan now. And you've had some other schools more recently that you started to hear from. I guess tell me a little bit about how some of that has come up, the ones you were talking about with UL, Tulane, and Southern Miss, and what have been some of the things you've heard from them?
I heard a lot of things from them. They've been telling me about, they just told me all I have to do is just stay focused. They told me I just have to make they want me to make a great ACT score. Once I make that ACT score, then they're going to look further into it because I have a good GPA to get in college now. But they just been telling me I'm a great athlete. I can play anywhere on the field, and they'll be lucky to have me. And I just hope that they grab me. And being Kansas State, that's a big offer. I'm proud. I'm glad that Bryan Jones got that offer. That's my teammate. So I just want to be on the side of him next year.
How much does it help with, I guess you mentioned, or we talked about some of the guys ahead of y'all that got some of those opportunities, but to have, a guy like Bryan where y'all get to go through a lot of this together, or some other guys that are going through it at the same time too, and y'all are gonna have for the next year to kind of bounce things off one another.
Well, actually, you saying like for the freshman year?
Well, just even just for this, like the last year of it, to know that you're gonna be going through it with some other guys that you're close to. And that y'all have each other to kind of maybe take some of the trips or talk about some of the schools and stuff like that.
Well, for freshman year, all we talked about was signing day. And to see all them just to sign, it really touched me because seeing kids that you grew up with, seeing kids you close to that you know really close, seeing them sign makes you get a warm feeling in your heart. So I told Bryan, it's our turn. I told Donnell, it's our turn. I told Bryan Savoy, Lyndon Reyes, Tyke Porter, all of them, it's our turn. So we counted on Malcolm last year to help us to do this. Malcolm, we need you. We need your help. Malcolm not gonna be with us next year. Yeah. And I cried because he's not gonna be with us next year. A lot of us cried because we all went through this together. So by us having to take that big role, saying it's our turn, we gonna do damage next year. We're gonna do a lot of damage because Bryan playing on the end, it just makes it more worse because by him being on the end, because on so long, I have to be on the inside. So you can't stop both of us. Mm-hmm. You have to pick your poison. So if you pick the wrong one, he still can get you. If you pick me, if we pick him, I'm gonna get you. So it's been a great experience. And it came so fast. I wish it never ended.
You mentioned the versatility that folks have seemed to like in you. Have they talked to you primarily about playing one spot or another, or not quite yet in terms of like any sort of specifics along those lines?
Well, Louisiana Tech, they was talking to me about defense and they was talking about tight end. Michigan State, actually, they told me they could see me at linebacker. So I talked to my dad and them, like what they think our best fit at. And my dad said linebacker, but it really depends on me. So I said I'll stay with my hand in there, play 3 tech, because I can do more damage. Because I feel like I'm more faster than my opponent. So I just stayed at 3 tech. A lot of schools said 3 tech anyway. So that's why I just make my money at.
Well, you mentioned the stuff that you still need to work on. You mentioned making sure the ACT scores straight and everything like that. Are there certain things football-wise that you have in mind that you're trying to clean up or perfect or anything, different areas specifically, or it's just kind of like a little bit of everything, just kind of progressing all around?
Well, what I really have to work on is my technique. Because once I get my technique down pat, I can't be stopped. Because I'm already faster, and I do technique sometimes, and I also have to work on my stamina. Because once I get all that together, it's just gonna be World War III.
Troy James, one of these 2017 guys over here that you're probably gonna be hearing a lot about over at Madison Prep. For NOLA.com, time speaking, Jared Rosa.